So I'm out exploring today. Old train everywhere I go. And kind of looking for mushrooms and whatever I might be able to find in the pond. This looks like an abandoned farm. Pretty spooky, really creepy. Man, I'm glad it's a nice, bright, sunny day. It looks like there's a barn here. Doesn't look too old, it's poured concrete. Some sheds and an old house we're gonna go check out. Also animal tracks, probably some deer tracks in it. This is a neat old place, isn't it? Oh, look at the snowbirds. See the snowbirds. What that does is catches the snow so it doesn't slide off the roof and hit you in the head in the wintertime. Nice little trail here. Lots of nettles. These are nettles. You get those on you and they burn. What a weird little place. I'm most excited to get up here near the house. I have no idea how old it is. This barn, I would say, isn't that old because it's looks like it's poured concrete. A lot of big rocks here. These are the first rocks I've seen. That's an old axle. Look at that. Probably off some type of farm equipment. Big old spike. Yeah, let's kind of eyeball around here. See if we can see anything interesting. Big axle. Oh, look. This is kind of cool right here. This is an axle off a wagon. That's what they call, well, close to it, a cannon axle. Because when you find just this piece right here in the river, you're going to think you found the end of a cannon. I've had many people tell me there's a cannon buried in the river, and I go down there, it's just one of those sticking out of the rocks. Cannon axle. Wow, this is neato. Oh, it looks spooky. Hope there's no bodies over there. Anytime we're along the river too. These are river stones. So I want to look and make sure there's like no Tommy Hawks or other Indian artifacts. Oh, looky, bunny or coney. No cart. Heavy duty. Crushed. Wall fell on and crushed it. Wow. Man, there's some really cool equipment around here. Look at that. I don't know what that is. It's a lever. I don't know if that's some type of, it's really heavy. I thought it might be some type of planter, but it probably is. I don't even have a flashlight with me today. I thought that was a ghost. I was not expecting to find an old house. But you never know, do you? Look at this. I'd say this is like early 1900s stuff. Wouldn't you think? For you guys that know your farm equipment, let me know. I'd really be interested in knowing. Look at all the metal sticking out of that thing. No wonder we find so much junk in the fields. These are those chain links I'm always telling you off of manure spreaders. I guess it can be off of other things too. I hear bees. Look at all the bees flying. There's probably some type of nest. Now, if those are honeybees, you don't have a problem. But if they're like yellow jackets or bumblebees or something, we have to be really careful. Should we look? Let's look. Now, we don't have Africanized honeybees, so it shouldn't be too dangerous, but I'm not going to go real close. I can't tell what they are from here. I'm not going to go up to it, though. They look more like bumblebees of some sort to me. And honeybees, so I'm going to stay away from them. Oh, there's a wasp. What are they? Oh yeah, they're looking at me. Yeah, I'm going to have to back up slowly. What they do is they kind of like get and they watch you. They like fly, just hover and watch you. And that's when they're like almost getting angry at you. So always be careful about that when they start to do that. And those are those big lynx, those are bigger. That's the kind you find in the field a lot. Stay away from those bees. There's a harrow. Find these a lot too. Chunks of those. Alright, this is kind of interesting. This is like a machine shed. Your wagons in here. This is a corn crib on this side. You put your corn in there. Have hay storage upstairs. Another corn crib on this side. And that's why you have those slats so it can breathe, so the corn doesn't molder. We had a barn just like this on the farm I grew up on. That's how people camp here, look. There's a little table, don't see any fresh footprints. Lots of animal tracks, see some deer and some raccoon. Wow, this is pretty cool in here. Some barn swallow nests up there. Nice big timbers. Some of those timbers are pretty old. Look at the nails. These are round nails, so we know that's post-Civil War for sure. Not gonna go up those steps. Probably bodies up there. Alright, so let's mosey on over toward the house here. I'm looking for stuff on the ground too. There's some leather for, like, you know, bottles or anything else we might see. There's that leather here. See if it's attached to anything like a doggy. Nope. No, I'm not gonna bother with it. A lot of times those straps could be military. Farmers got a lot of World War I stuff after the war, so you find a lot of that stuff on farms. Hear it? Probably buzzards. It's amazing it's still standing. Most of these places get burned down. It's been shot 100 times though. There's a shotgun blast right there. Yeah, there's a big bee. Right full of snakes. Snakes. Wow, look at that. There's some bees in there. That's a chimney. No fireplace. You notice it has a thimble for a stove. That's very common in the later homes. Raccoon dung really stinks. Seems like after the Civil War, there's a lot of houses didn't have big fireplaces. They just used wood stoves. Same thing here. Some square nails there, but that could be just what they use for siding, so it doesn't pull out so easy. Look at the old beam here, rough beam. Let's kind of glance in here. Hopefully, I'm more worried about bees than I am about woolies. Again, you got a couple of thimbles for stoves, no fireplace. Helps you date the place. You got the wood lath in there. Very little to no insulation, so it would have been extremely cold in here. Look at the claw marks. God, hope it's not looking at us. Check some more of this. I don't know if I'm gonna walk those steps yet. We'll have to look at it. Oh, this thing's in here. Wow. There are lots of bees in here too. They don't seem quite as angry as the other ones though. They're just kind of bebopping around. The other ones seemed angry. That could be a honeybee. See any bottles? See anything good? Any gold coins? Let's go look over here. See lots of animal tracks in here. So far, so good. They don't seem to be too mad at us. Oh, dude, look at that. That is so wild. Beautiful foundation, though. Look at that. I'm not going to go up those steps. Are you? I'm going to be careful in here. Nice deep cellar hole. We'll come around the bottom and kind of take a peek at it. What that? I guess that's an ice box. I don't know. Well, it's got a refrigeration thing on it, probably. So maybe it's a big refrigerator. The chimney's about ready to fall over. Alright, wish I brought my flashlight. He must have a nest in there. That's a honeybee for sure. Got lots of animal tracks. I see a bunch of raccoons mostly. This way. Oh, you're going upstairs, uphill. I don't know what that thing is. Looks like some type of coffee boiler, but see some pawpaw seeds. Nice stone foundation though. This must have been the front porch. Seeing all round nails again. Oh, look at the siding. It's probably asbestos. Cubby hole. Let's go up the stairs just a little bit. This one doesn't look too bad. Sure is creaking though. More raccoon flying off into my face. Phew, this thing's up here too. Lots of graffiti up here. Well, that's cool. Oh, look, he's a buzzard. Look at him. See him? That's the most I can do with a zoom. But look at him down there. Big old black thing. It must be... Oh, it's almost like a baby, but it can't be a baby this time of year. We're going to look at him in a minute. Probably what we heard earlier up here in the house. No thimbles up here, so they didn't have stoves upstairs. I think we can go over here, maybe. Right here, if we're careful. Stay close to the side. See any bodies? So you got a thimble on that one. That little hole up there, so they could have had a stove here. But they didn't have one in the kids' room, did they? This is where the buzzards live, up here a bit. Let's poke our heads out. I thought it was a snake. Well, so far so good. I'm not gonna go. Oh, God, this thing's so bad. This is as far as I'm gonna go. Look at that weird chimney. Small one gets bigger. See how small it gets bigger is near the top. This is an old bed frame, and it's full of raccoon manure. So this is what they call a latrine. They do this in the caves a lot too. Is they come up here and they go potty here again and again and again and again. Oh wow, that stinks. Shooza. Sounds like ammonia. I'm getting out of here. That's a chimney that fell down over there. Wow, that's horrible. Alright, let's get out of here and go explore the other side of the house. Looks like somebody stole all the banister stuff. Wait, or at least took it. Around here. Bricks on the chimney. Look. We're not going to molest them, but we're going over here. Don't want to look at it. The big cistern, I don't know if you saw that from upstairs. Where the buzzard was. See if there's a body in here. There's a footprint. Human. Oh, it's a leg. It's a human leg. Yeah, look, oyster shells. It's oyster. So that came from, you know, the salt water. We're a long way from salt water. Was there supper? See anything good in there? Huh? I don't see anything good. Except for baby leg. Car, I guess. Yeah, well, let's go down there. Why not? I don't think it's gonna collapse. My only fear is bees. I don't worry too much about the other stuff. Don't really get my head into a mad hornet's nest. Ay. Man, it's cool down here. That's an old stove door. Really stinks too, though. All right, let's get out of here. All right, that's good enough. Take a look at the cistern. Hopefully there's no creatures floating in it. There's the buzzard. Oh man, that's horrible. Oh, that's a frog in it. I don't think he can ever get out, but you know what? He might live in there just fine his entire life. Probably does. I'm gonna throw a log in there so things can get out. Old bed frame. Before I go, let's go check this last building out. Then we'll hit the road. One more little tiny. This little tiny one is going to be where the dead body is, propped up in the corner, isn't it? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, that's probably where the pig house. It's a pretty neat place. Can't say it was real exciting, but look at all the, like a whole garden on the roof though. Something dead, I can smell it. This side of the house, definitely something dead over here. Whew. Death has a much different odor than most everything else. It's almost kind of like sickly sweet. So there's a dead creature here, but I don't see it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and button up the cistern. Put a log down there first so that Far can get over if he wants to. And I'm gonna lay some tin or something over the top. And that's gonna be it for this exploration, unless I see something really, really cool. There it goes. He wants a nest. He's sitting right up there. Wants to get his nest started, I suppose. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Oh, that bed piece right there was probably over the top of it and somebody moved it. So I'll just put it back over maybe and throw some boards on it and put one down inside. So we'll see you on the next scary video if the house lets me leave. My lady, my big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy.